Hi everyone, we're going to go over the information for your observation paper. And when you log into the home page, if you go to the left hand side, the left column, it says, I believe it says important course information. There is a link for observation paper information, okay? The observation paper is a project you will be working on while simultaneously still doing the work that we're doing in class, okay? So while every week you are doing a reading and completing all the assignments, you will also, at the same time, be working on your observation project. When you print out your observation rubric, you will notice on the last page, the second page, there is a schedule, okay, up at the top. This schedule, when you print out your syllabus, which can also be found on the course information of the home page, you will see on your syllabus your course information, and then in columns to the right of the syllabus, you're going to see what you should be doing that week for the project. So when you look at your weekly schedule, your weekly course schedule, you'll see coursework, and then in the last column, you'll see observation project work. Stay on top of this, okay? This is a really important, it's a pretty big part of your grade, okay? So let me talk to you, what is the observation project? What's the whole goal of it? The goal of the project is to give you an opportunity to actually go out there and talk to a real, true biz interpreter. Okay, we're talking about interpreting, but it's all theory. And I feel strongly that it's important for you to see theory put into practice, how real, live practitioners of the field do these things that we're talking about. And so that's one of the goals. The other goal is, these are some personal goals, is the fact that you're going to be out there working in the community. So it's really important for you now to get your name out there, to get your foot in the door, to meet, to introduce yourself, okay, to learn to be part of the community. Some of the other objectives are to, because this area is sort of a rural area, for you to help make connections to other people in your classroom, okay? So share a learning experience. Those are all those are the basic objectives. What you're required to do is observe an interpreter for a minimum of 2 hours. It doesn't have to be 2 hours straight. It can be 1 hour one day, 1 hour another day, 30 minutes, however you want to break it up. It's got to be a total of 2 hours, okay? The interpreter can work in any settings, K through 12, post-secondary, medical, religious, it doesn't matter. How you select this setting should be based on areas that interest you. So if you think I might become a K through 12 interpreter, find a K through 12 interpreter, talk to them. You want to know about theater, you want to know about religious interpreting, medical interpreting. Try to find somebody that does what you think you might want to do, or you want to know more about. And if you need help finding that person, let me know. There is, in the requirement section of the front page, it tells you exactly what the report needs to contain. It needs to be 3 to 4 pages, typed, double space, okay? There are 5 bullet points. It tells you exactly what should include the interpreter's training and their experience, how long they've worked in that setting, what the demands of the setting are. Okay, we're going to talk about control and demand. So when I say demands, we're talking about a specific schema. When we'll talk about demand control schema as time goes on. Controls, and then 5 to 8 questions that you come up with on your own. And as the semester goes on, we'll talk more about those questions. I expect it to be APA, double style, or double spaced, formatted correctly. Your college students, you need to demonstrate college level writing skills. If you need assistance in that, please see me or use your writing center. And when you write this report, you need to keep the person's name confidential. So, just put interpreter A or make up a fake name or something like that. There are, on the second page, there is a rubric for how to earn grades, what I will be looking for when I grade your paper. And again, go ahead, read week by week. The first thing we're going to do is introduce the project this week. Then at some point we're going to brainstorm ideas on where to find interpreters. Then at some point we're going to brainstorm questions. So maybe one of your classmates might have a good question and you think, oh, I want to borrow that question, okay? So this is I have broken this down into really small, manageable, progressive pieces, and I give you like 3 or 4 weeks to actually independently go out, set up the time to meet this, to interview this person, and write your report. I give you a lot of time to do this, so I expect a lot from you in this. And then, at the end, when your project is due, and I think the date is November, I think it's November 14th by noon. Then instead of a final exam, okay, because for this class we have 3 smaller unit tests, your final exam will actually be the week of finals, and we're going to do some discussion and reflective work on these papers, okay? And that will be on Blackboard, and I will explain that in detail, and you've got time for that. But just so you know, so that's the project in a nutshell. Find an interpreter in a setting that you want, interview them, write a paper about them, following the guidelines, and then know that you're going to do a final reflective project that will happen the finals week of school. So if you have any questions, there is a discussion forum for the observation paper. Ask questions in that forum, because I'm sure that you're not the only person that has that question. So post it there, and another classmate can reply, or I can reply as well. Or you can email me or call me if you have any questions.